In the last class, we have done up to 20, now 21. A stone of mass 0.25 kg tied to the end of the string is wheeled round in a circle of radius 1.5 meter with a speed of 40 revolutions per minute in a horizontal plane. What is the tension in the string? What is the maximum speed with which the stone can be wheeled around if the string can be withstand a maximum tension of 200? 21. Mass of the stone mass is given. M is equal to 0.25 kg. Radius of the string, length of the string is given, that is R. R is equal to 1.5. Speed, angular speed is given 40 revolutions per minute. 40 revolutions per minute. This we need to convert radian per second. 40, 1 revolutions carries 2 pi radians by 1 minute carries how many seconds? 60. So radian per second. Next, what is the tension in the string? T they are asking. Okay. When it is moving in a circular motion, which force develops? Centripetal force. Okay. It is a string here. We have seen circular motion in plane. But here, motion in plane case and here, but motion is remains same. But how it is moving is different case. There, object itself moving in a circular path, but here we are wheeling with a string. So this is common experience you have seen. You have seen also in toys. What is that? A rubber tied with a small stone. You wheel horizontally like this. Same the situation here. So there centripetal force. Tension provides the centripetal force. So that T is equal to mv square by r. But we have information in terms of omega. Already we have seen that V is equal to r omega, right? So substitute here T is equal to m r square omega square by r cancel. So direct formula is T is equal to m r omega square. You can write this equation directly instead of writing these two. Okay? Now substitute the values. T is equal to m 0.25 into by is not there, so directly we can do. So directly we can do that. I thought there is a division. So T is equal to m is 0.25 into r 1.5 meter and omega. If you cancel here 0, 0, 2, 3. So this is 4 pi by 3 into 4 pi square is there. Clear? So into 4 pi by what is the 3 square? It 3 into 3. 3 into 3. Okay, now 0.25 into this cancel 3 ones, 0.5s, 0.5, 60 into pi square by 3. Okay, 25 into 5, 125. How many decimal? 3 decimal. 125 into 16 by 16 into pi square is, you take it 9.9 something by 3. Pi square 3.14 into 3.14. If you do that, 3.14 into 3.14, it is 9.8 or 9.85. So I make it this, for cancellation I written 9.9, 3 ones, 3.3. So 0.125 into 16 into 3.3. Now I do the product. 0.125 into 16 into 3.3. It is 6.5 Newton. Okay? Right? What did they ask? What is the maximum speed with which the stone can be whirled around if the string can be whirled maximum tension? First we calculated what is the tension in the string. Now let me check this answer. It is around 6.5 Newton. We draw 5.21. 5.2. 5.21, it is 6.5. Okay, nearly equal. They given 6.6. We got 6.54 actually. So 6.5 Newton. Absolutely. So here, why we got instead of 6.6, we got 6.5 reason. Here we taken only one decimal place. That's why. So don't worry. If one decimal is not correct, then that will not be wrong. Okay. Next, in the same question. What is the maximum speed with which the stone can be whirled around if the string can withstand the tension? Which the maximum tension of the string that can be withstand is given 200 newtons. To have this tension, what would be the velocity they are asking? For this velocity, what is the tension in the string is 6.5 newtons. They are giving maximum is 200 newtons. To have this, what would be the velocity? Same formula. What is the T is equal to mv square by r. They are asking v. So make it v square subject to T into r by m. Substitute the values. T is 200, r is 1.5 by 0.25. Clear? This we can write 200 into 15 into 1 decimal goes into 10 by 20. Right? Now cancel. 5 3s, 5 5s, 5 1s, 5 2s, 1200 v square. So v is equal to root of 1200. This will be 10. We can write 12. How do we write 3 into 2? So this is 20 root 3 meter per second. So maximum velocity is 20 root 3. Then if stone will move with a velocity or speed 20 root 3, then the tension will be 200. Tension will become 200 in the string. It is around 35 meter per second. Means if you substitute root 3 value, we will get that. Root 3, I am doing that. First I try to calculate root 3 into 20. 34, they rounded off 34.6, rounded off 35 meter per second. It is nearly equal to 35 meter per second. Right? Now this is about 21. Next 22, in the previous problem, the speed of the stone is increased beyond the maximum possible value and the string breaks suddenly. Which of the following correctly describes the trajectory of the stone after the string breaks? So, stone is moving in a circular motion like this. Okay? Now they are rotating, actual maximum is 35 meter per second. If the stone rotates with the speed 35 meter per second, tension would be 200. If suppose the stone is moved with the more than 35, then what will happen? Tension will be more than 200. If the tension is more than 200, what is the maximum capacity of the string? It can withstand only 200. Then what happens? We are rotating with more than 35. Then tension will be more than 200. It's more than its capacity. So what happens? String will breaks. Okay, then what happens if breaks? The stone moves radially outwards. The stone flies off tangentially from this instant the string breaks. The stone flies off at an angle with the tangent whose magnitude depends on the speed of the particle. Once it breaks, how? What is it follows the velocity direction. How do you get velocity? Suppose when the stone is here, if suppose it breaks, then it follows the velocity direction, tangent. So tangent to its path. Option B is correct. The stone flies off the tangentially from the instant the string breaks. It will not move radially out or it will not move radially inwards. Okay. Now 23 last question. A horse cannot pull cart and run in empty space. What is the main requirement to move the bodies on the ground? Friction is required. When friction will develop? When bodies are in contact. In space, what is the contact? Horse legs to the ground. Is there any contact between horse legs and ground and cart tires and the ground? So no contact, no friction, it's not possible. Next, passengers are thrown forward from their seat when speeding bus stops suddenly. It's what already we have seen types of inertia of motion. What happened already? Bus is in motion, our body is also in motion. The body try to maintain the same motion, but bus driver when applying the suddenly brakes. What happens? Bus becomes stop, but our body wants to move, our body wants to continue the same state. That's why we fall forward. Speeding bus stops suddenly. Next, it is easier to pull land mover than push. This I will explain. Next, the cricketer moves his hands backward while holding the catch. What happens to what is that? To reduce the impulse. Already I mentioned large force action, short interval of time. Okay, if we not lower the hands, what happens? Ball will rebound from hands. It will not be safe catch. Okay, to increase the impact time. If impact time is increases, impulsive force decreases. That's right. Next, this is important. It is easier to pull the land mover than to push. You have seen in cricket grounds, land mover, roller, heavy roller, they pull, they don't push them. Okay, why do they prefer the pulling than push? We will see that. Now 23rd, see, it is easier to pull land mover than push. Okay, first case, this is the center of the roller. Symbol I have drawn x-axis and y-axis. And here second case. Two situations I have taken. One is pulling situation, another one is pushing. This is first case. Pushing. This is pull. Now we are applying the force like this. Applying the force like this. This is F. This tendency move in this direction, right? And friction acts in this direction. This is Fs. I am talking about maximum friction. Now it's making an angle theta with y-axis. Okay. Now one component of force acts in this direction. Am I correct or not? That is F cos theta. Another component will act in this direction. See, instead of taking here or you take here, no problem. That's depend on theta. Here what happened? Or you can take no problem. You extend this force like this. If this angle is theta, this will be theta. Right? This is the applied force direction. Now along this what happened? This is F. This is what? F cos theta. And along this F sin theta. And normal reaction acts upwards. Now free body diagram, normal reaction is acting upwards. F sin theta acting like this. F cos theta acting like this. What about mg? Mg also acting downwards. Mg. So another one is mg. Friction acting against this. This is Fs. This is the free body diagram. Now along the y direction, n balances. N is equal to F cos theta plus mg. N is acting upwards, F cos theta, mg acting downwards. Now friction, Fs. What is Fs is equal to, what is it? F sin theta. Okay, now F sin theta is equal to, what is Fs? Mu s into N. So mu s is, what is N value? F cos theta plus mg. So which force pulling helps to move forward? F sin theta. So F sin theta is equal to mu s into F cos theta plus mg. Now this is pushing case. Now pulling. We are pulling like this. F. We do see how the handle comes, how it is looking here. Handle will not keep horizontally to the roller. Understand? See, when a boy pull the toy with a rope, he will not keep the rope like this. Am I correct or not? Horizontally. The rope will become like this. It makes us at an angle with the horizontal. Am I correct or not? Same the situation here. We are applying a force like this. So it's making an angle theta with what? X-axis. Clear? There we taken with y-axis, so I will take with here also y-axis. So otherwise equations are changes. Clear? Here it is theta. Okay, now what are the forces acting? Mg acting downwards, normal reaction acting upwards, F cos theta acting upwards, another component F sin theta acting horizontal, and friction acting in this direction, Fs. Okay. Now free body diagram. N acts up, F cos theta, right? Next, this is F sin theta, mg downwards, friction, this. Okay. Now along y direction, n plus f cos theta is equal to mg. Then n is equal to what? mg minus f cos theta. Am I correct? Then along the horizontal, f sin theta is equal to fs. So f sin theta is equal to n into mu s into n. So what would be this? F sin theta is equal to mu s as it is. N value is what? mg minus f cos theta. Compare these two equations. Here fs sin theta taking the roller in forward direction. Here f sin theta. Here also f sin theta. What is the equation? Mu s into f cos theta plus mg. Mu s into mg minus f cos theta. Which is more? First case or second case? This is first and this is second. Which will be the more? F first case is greater than second case. That's why pushing is harder than pulling. That's why we prefer pulling the object. Clear? Reason? Normal reaction is mg minus f cos theta. Here normal reaction is mg plus f cos theta. This is the reason. Okay. Right, to understand I have given this equation. What do you say? If you want to write in words, in pushing case normal reaction is more than pulling case. Then that is the shortest answer for this question. Okay. Now you need to understand why normal reaction is less in pushing and less in pulling. That's why I explained. So with this, our exercise problems over. Now we will start competitive. Okay. Now competitive. Newton laws of motion. The relationship between force and mass can be described by the Newton laws of motion. These laws are foundation of classical mechanics, Newtonian mechanics. Don't worry about this classical field mechanics and Newtonian mechanics. Our concentration is on competitive exam. Okay. These laws are not valid for a situation involving high speeds nearly equal to the speed of light. Not valid. These laws are not valid for a situation involving high speeds. But that right now we do not achieve that. We will have a less speed only. So no problem with that. Force already we have seen. Force is a pull or push. When you pull, you exert a force towards yourself. When you push, you exert a force away from yourself. Already we have seen contact forces. In that first one is normal reaction. In all the cases, in all four figures, normal reaction is acting perpendicular to the contact surfaces. Okay. Frictional force exerted on the body surfaces acts parallel to the surface. Another contact force. Next, tension. The force exerted by the stretched string on the object to which we attach it to known as the tension. Already we have seen. It always acts towards the rigid support. Okay. The string is light or massless. Tension is straight at every point is same. The string have mass. Tension in the string at every point is different. Okay. Massless string, tension is uniform. When string has mass, tension is not same each and every point. See, if I mention this is massless, weight acts downwards, then tension acts upwards. According to third law, this tension acts towards rigid support. Okay, and from this acts downwards. See, it is massless, this tension is uniform. Suppose it has a thick string. In this case, tension is not same each and every point, but in this case, tension is same each and every point. Okay, in this case, because massless. But in the ideal case, okay, don't ask sir, each particle possesses mass. So, how do you say it's massless? That's not a question here, it's an ideal case. Okay, so that's why tension is same each and every point. But if the tension possesses mass, each and every point tension is not same. It will not be distributed uniformly. Okay. So W pull gravity, already I explained. Force is a vector quantity. Force is a completely defined by magnitude and direction. SI unit is Newton. Newton first law. If the net force acting on the body is zero, it continues state, rest, or in a motion, uniform motion in a straight line. Okay. F external is zero. Effect of all forces is zero. Then acceleration is zero. Acceleration is zero means body moves with constant velocity or at rest. This is about the Newton first law. Okay, they give an explanation. You can read this. Newton's second law. If net external force is not zero, what happens? It accelerates. F is equal to mv. Proof also we have seen. Newton's third law. Every action there is an equivalent opposite reaction. Only they given the form their statements and explanation. Working with the Newton first law and second law. Clear? Newton's law applicable for the point masses related to the force acting on the particle with the acceleration and its masses. Step 1, how do we implement this? Step 1, describe the system. System may be a single particle, an object or a combination of blocks, two blocks attached to string, a piece of rope or etc. It's essential that all the parts of the system should be have identical acceleration. Okay? They accelerate with the same. Step 2, after deciding the system, identify the forces acting on the system due to all the objects other than the system. Third one, make the free body diagram. Make the body free of its surroundings and sketch the forces acting on the body with the help of arrow showing the magnitude and direction of the force. Example, already one block given normal reaction is balanced with the mg. Next, tension is balanced with the mg. Next, on the inclined plane, I already explained. Okay. Next, additional points. Already this problem we have seen. A pulley, two objects attached by a string, and string is passes through a pulley. This we have seen. Okay. Non-inertial frame is there. Non-inertial frame means which accelerates actually. A frame of reference having an acceleration with respect to an inertial frame of reference is called non-inertial frame. Okay, inertial frame means no acceleration. Non-inertial frame means this frame, the frame which is accelerating, that we call it as a non-inertial frame. Newton's law of motion is not applicable in non-inertial frames. Okay. Next, come to first example problem. A block of mass 5 kg and acted upon by two perpendicular forces 7 Newton and 24 Newton. Find the magnitude and direction of the acceleration of the block. Two forces are acting perpendicular. Then they are asking first net force. Example problem 1. Already we have done this kind of problem in exercises. Clear? One is 7 Newton, another one is this is 24 Newton and this is 7 Newton. What is the angle between them? 90. So what is the F? F is equal to F1 square plus F2 square plus 2F1 F2 cos theta cos 90 0. So we have F1 square plus F2 square. Substitute F1 and F2. Then F is equal to under root of 24 whole square plus 7 whole square. If you solve it, you will get this is 625. 625 root is 25 Newton. Net force is 25 Newton. They are asking direction. They are asking net force or acceleration, magnitude and the acceleration of the body they asked. Then F is equal to ma. A is equal equal to F by M. M we calculate as a 25. Mass of the object is given 5 kg. So 25 by 5, 5 meter per second square. How do you find acceleration, direction? This is F1 and this is F2. This is the net force F. And if you draw a line here, this is theta. This is F2. Then tan theta is equal to what? Opposite side, F2 by F1. When F1 and F2 are perpendicular, we can follow this tan theta. Okay? Then F2 value again 7 by 25. 7 by 24 actually. So theta is equal to tan inverse of 7 by 24 with respect to x axis. Next example 2, the important model. Three forces, F1 is equal to 3 I cap plus 2 j cap minus k cap. Then next F2. F2 is equal to 4 I cap minus j cap minus 2 k cap. Next F3. 23 j cap plus 3 k cap. Acting on the block of mass 5 kg, calculate the acceleration of the particle. Okay. Now three forces are acting. They are given in vector form. When they given in magnitude, we follow the resultant formula. But here forces are given in vector form. Then directly you do vector addition. F is equal to F1 plus F2 plus F3. If they present in vector form, we can add directly. All three vectors you can add. 3 I cap. I don't do this again. Lengthy procedure. Add all I caps. In this first one, 3, 4. Here I cap is not there. That means 0. So 3 plus 4 plus 0. Total 7 I cap plus j cap. 2, 1, 23. 2 minus 1, 1. 1 plus 23, 24j cap. Next k cap. Minus 1, minus 2, 3. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Minus 3 plus 3, 0. So k cap is not here. So this is 7i plus 24j. Then find the magnitude. Magnitude of it under root of 7 square plus 24 square. This is equal to 625 because previous 625. So same values 7 and 24. So 25 meters, 25 newtons. They are asking acceleration. Acceleration is equal to F by M. 25 by. What is the mass of the object according to question 5 kg? So 5. This is 5 meter per second square. Okay. If they ask the direction, follow the same. Next example 3. It's important model question. Clear. Example 3 is important. There is three blocks given. They attach each other by using a string. They are asked to find the common acceleration and the tension in each string. Okay, it's simple. Already we have done this problem in exercise. In the exercise they given only 2 blocks, but here it's given 3 blocks. Okay, example 3. First we will try to frame the formulas, then we will, after that we will find the answer. On a horizontal surface, block M1, another block M2, and another one M3. 3 placed and these 2 connected with strings. I mean 3. On third object, force is applied. Okay. Now the system is accelerating in the direction of force. A. Now what happened when force applied? Okay, tension will develop here. T1. Who pull this object? Tension pull this object. That is this tension only. T1. that will be at independent. Clear? In between, strings remain same, the tension remains same. Who pull this object? Tension. So this you write T. And here to encounter this another same tension will act in opposite direction. T. According to Newton's law, action and reaction. Clear? Now draw the free body diagram for each bar. For this, only we are talking M1. M1 which force is acting? T2. Only T2 acting. So T2. What is the acceleration in the direction of T2? This is for M2. One tension, T1 acting in the direction, T2 acting in this direction. What is the acceleration direction? In the direction of T1. Now come to M3, free body diagram. This is F acting, T1 acting opposite, acceleration acting in the direction of A. How do you write the equations? On M3, T2 only acting, so this I can write tension is accelerating. So T2 is equal to M1A. Here, acceleration acting in the direction of T1, this means T1 is dominating, then T1 minus T2 is equal to M2A. Here force is dominating, so take F first, T1, because acceleration is there in the direction of F. This we will write M3A. Clear? Understand? Now they are asking acceleration as well as the tension. So first we need to find tension. T2 substitute here. And T1 is equal to M2A plus T2. I am writing detail, but these are not required. M2A plus M3A. T2 value, sorry, M1A. Now we got T1. Here, how to write F is equal to M3A plus T1. So M3A, what is T1? M2A plus M1A. Okay, F is equal to A common. M1 plus M2 plus M3. Then A is equal to F by M1 plus M2 plus M3. So this is A formula. Once we get A, we get tension as well as tensions T1 and T2. How do you get T2? T2 is equal to M1 into A. A value is F by M1 plus M2 plus M3. This is T2. Okay. Or it's a depend on the question. It's based on the values we can. If you make it formula, it goes big. So in calculation of values, we will. So what I want to say is, if you make it T1 equation, that will become big. So I don't want to do that. I want to directly. I wanted to find an answer directly. Now according to our question, M1 5 kg. What is M2? 3 kg. What is M3? 2 kg. What is the force? 40. Then A will become, according to our equation, A is equal to 40 by M1 plus M2 plus M3, right? 2 plus 3, 5. 5 plus 5, 10. So 4 meter per second square acceleration. They are asking tension. Okay. Once we got A, then tension between first body and second body T2. That is M1. M1 is 5. 5 into 4 is 20 Newton. Clear? Next, tension T1. T1 you can calculate from this or from this. So T1 is equal to M2A. M2A 3. A is 4 plus T2. T2 is what? 20. So 12 plus 20, so 32 newtons. Check. Acceleration is 4 meter per second square. T1 is 32 newtons. T2 is 20 newtons. Okay. So follow this method. This is free body diagram is very important. Fourth example problem. The blocks are attached by an inextensible light string and pulled vertically up with a force 100 Newton. Shown. Find the common acceleration and tension in the string. Previously, we thought they pulled the object horizontally, but now vertically up. Let us say M1 and this is M2. First, we try to frame the equations, then we will find. So, these two attached by string. Force is applying up. So, in the direction of acceleration is in the direction of F. Okay, now common here, what weight is acting in this direction? This is M2. The tension acts upwards T1 to encounter this T1 acts downwards. On this also weight acts downwards. That is this I will write here. Where weight acts M1 G. Now free body diagram for first object or second object. This free body of FBD of M2. Okay. What are the forces are acting? M direction M2G acting downwards, tension acting upwards. Accelerating up or down? Upwards. Okay. Next FBD for M1. What are the forces are acting? Weight on the first, M1G acting downwards, T1 also acting downwards, applied force acting upwards, it accelerating up with A. Okay, now frame the equations. Clear. Which is dominating? T1 is dominating because it is going up. So T1 minus M2G is equal to M2A. The net accelerating second object upwards. And from this, how do you write? F dominating, F is equal to F minus T1 minus M1G is equal to M1A. What they are asking? Acceleration and tension in the string. Then how do we find from this? T 1 is equal to M2G plus M2A. Clear? Now here F is equal to M1A plus M1G. T is what? M1, M2G plus M2A. Right? And this, they are asking A. First we will try to find out that. So, M1 plus M2A plus M1 plus M2G. Right? Am I correct or not? Right? Okay, first we will try to find out A. Then this you make it something. F minus M1 plus M2 into G. Okay, then substitute their values. M1, according to question, M1 is 2 kg, M2 is 3 kg. So 2 plus 3 is equal to applied force is 2. What is the applied force? F is equal to 10 Newton, 100 Newton minus 2 plus 3. G asking us to take 3. 2 plus 3 into 10. So 100 minus 2 plus 3, 5. 5 into 10, 50. A into 5. So A is equal to 50 by 5. So 10 meter per second square. Acceleration. Once we get the acceleration, we can find the tension from this equation. T1 is equal to M2A is what? M2 is 3 kg into 10 plus M1 2 into what is that 10. Then this will be T1 is equal to 30 plus 20 is 15 newtons. So framing equation, if you take it lengthy, if you feel that you can substitute directly. See, from this equation and from this equation, if you substitute, we will get the answer easily. This is second method. Second method is what? T1. What is M2? 3 kg into G value 10 is equal to M2 3 into A we do not know. So this is first equation. So this how do we write? T1 minus 30 is equal to 3A. Okay. Second equation. This how do we write? Applied force is what? Applied force is 100 newtons minus T1 as it is minus M1. M1 I know 2 into 10 is equal to 2 into A. So 100 minus T1 minus 20 2A. Again solve these equations, you will get the answer. Again the same method only. But first case we substituted without substituting the values, we substituted the names M1 and M2, M3. But here we substituted. Again you will get the same answer. Right? See example 5. In the arrangement shown, find the acceleration of each block, tension in the string and acceleration, tension in the string and reaction in the pulley. The string and pulley are light. M1 is greater than M2. Already we have done this question, exercise problem. The acceleration formula I have given M2 minus M1G by M1 plus M2. Tension formula 2M1 M2G by M1 plus M2. See, in finding the acceleration, in exercises I given M2 minus M1 by M1 plus M1 plus M2 into G. Acceleration formula in our exercise discussion, don't worry about A is equal to M1 minus M2 by M1 plus M2 into G, or A is equal to M2 minus M1 by M1 plus M2 into G. It's all depend on masses. If M1 greater than M2, we will get this answer. This is the formula. If M2 is greater than M1, this is the answer. Okay? It's depend on the masses. Clear? Now another question they given in this, reaction of the pulley. This is important. See, very simple. That we did not discuss in our exercises. Here, this is the pulley support. This exert force upwards R. Why? Because of T. They mention massless. They mention arrangement, acceleration, string, pulley are light masses. If pulley also mass is there, we need to take mass of the pulley also. But they mention massless. Then R is equal to how do we write? 2T. What is the tension formula? R into 2. Tension formula already given. T is equal to 2M1 M2G by M1 plus M2. So then 2. R is acting up, 2 T's are acting downwards. T plus T, 2T. So this is 2M1 M2G by M1 plus M2. This is a new formula given in that. So finally it is 4M1 M2G by M1 plus M2. Clear?